happened with the brisket? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hey,
Can we go back? What are they saying
Which part?
on the very beginning? I don't even know what. Do you know what it sounds like?
Yes, I know exactly what they're saying.
I could tell you if I was like
Something.
listening to it.
Like I was like, I have no idea what that
The
means.
fire's smoking.
No, before
the
that.
brisket's cooking.
Before that,
do we need to translate? Like,
first, we probably need to put this on.
we'll put the lyrics out.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, you got the CDs and you busted out the little cover that came in the CDs, and it had like all the songs on that CD, and then it had the lyrics, and it had all the like background, like this person was this and this person was that. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, those are awesome. Like
now we just have to Google this shit.
I used to always look at.
But we have a supercomputer in our pocket to do so with.
That's
But it
true.
doesn't.
We're not having to go to the freaking library to get
Right.
the Dewey Decimal System out, you know, right? Track down a freaking book that says it's there, but it's really checked out, right? And then, yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, that librarian's like, you're gonna need this for the rest of your life. Like, no, I won't.
The card, right? Remember the card?
Well, you can't find it because Ethel put it in
cards.
the wrong spot.
It's $5 to replace that card. Don't lose it. You're like, okay. Now you get a freaking 17 million NASA computers, right?
Dude, back in the day, information was more valuable than it is today.
That's why we're dumber now.
Back in the day, you just like you knew shit. Like you either read like I'm going back to the artist, whatever you read about. This guy grew up in this hometown, blah blah blah. This guy, you knew this because you took the time to read that stuff.
Right.
Now it's like, hey, where did Joe Rogan grow up at?
Google.
Look,
Yeah,
The
exactly.
smartest person is the one who can Google the fastest.
Right.
So the information at your hands, your fingertips, or whatever else, right? The problem is that we're getting dumber. Like we can do shit faster. We process probably our hand-eye coordination's a lot higher than it was if we were born in the 40s or something, you know, whatever else because of video games and shit. But we're also dumber because we can't retain anything. We know that if we look it up, we always go back and look it up.
Yeah, I don't ever remember shit.
You can't remember anything.
Nothing.
Like, can you imagine, like, 50 years ago, here's some information, don't forget? Like, like they didn't forget.
Yeah.
Me, my dumbass, I'd be like, what?
You had to remember like 20 phone numbers.
What happened?
Oh, I remember having to remember numbers.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I know like two numbers now. It's like my cell phone and my wife's. I
Yeah.
don't even know my kids'
Same
numbers
for me.
offhand.
Mine is mine and his wife's.
Nice. Very good. There he is. Nice. Got the jokes, son.
Just kidding.
You just got zingered.
And now we're down 2 podcast members. One is in jail and one is dead.
Yes. And it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas around here, guys. I mean, the lights are going up
Jingle,
everywhere.
jingle, jingle. Hey, hey, hey.
I wasn't going to sing it for you. I know you wanted me to sing it, but hey, that's on the Patreon episode. You get to see the full album released by James.
That's what we need to release on
Crew.
Patreon. Yeah,
I
just
see
grabbing the
Christmas
brisket holiday special.
Christmas holiday special.
We did just release a Patreon episode, though. Go check it out.
So-
Y'all are all
Cool.
about
Where can I
Christmas.
check that out at?
On Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Okay. I'm done.
It's like an app or something.
Yes.
It's an app.
I'm not really sure what that means.
And it's $3 a month, and you'll love it.
Yeah.
So much good stuff.
A lot of bonus stuff heading your way. Hey, guys, it's Christmas is right around the corner. If you have not gotten your Christmas list in, you need to start now because honestly, if you don't get it in now, then with the shortages with Amazon and all the everything crashing and
I thought we were talking about Santa.
Santa Claus.
if Santa can't bring it, you know, Santa's a busy guy. Like he can only hit so many spots, and he's like he understands that maybe Alex doesn't need a Dalstrong knife. Maybe he needs to hit a kid up, and they need to get their bicycle and stuff like that.
What?
But
What?
That kick and walk. I can't cut a brisket with my hand. What?
Karate chop. That's good. But
What
we
I'm
do
saying-
have a Christmas list lined up for him.
we do.
A barbecue Christmas list.
What?
Yeah,
The
a
must-haves.
list.
The
Yeah.
must-haves if you're into barbecuing.
Yes.
The must-haves if you're just trying to get into barbecuing.
Yeah, I think this kind of covers everybody.
Yeah. And eventually we'll get into the don'ts. Like this is the shitty-ass
must
coal.
don'ts.
Yeah.
The shitty-ass coal barbecue gifts that you do not want.
Yes,
Like
nobody
we've all
needs
received
whatever.
them.
Yeah,
And so it's like...
I Another spatula.
Right. Oh, another grilling set. Thank you.
This one has it's monogrammed. Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
Or one of those branding irons for a burger. Like I don't think anybody's ever used one of those before.
This is perfect for flipping a brisket.
Yeah.
You won't use it. You'll never use it. It'll look cool as you unwrap it, and it'll just go
You hold it
underneath
up.
the pit, and it'll just stay there.
Yeah. We'll have the
6-foot-long tongs.
Right.
Right.
The barbecue assault apron. That's
my dad.
Dude,
got
that's
that
so good.
I hope he doesn't
That's
listen.
actually a good one.
He got that a couple years over me.
I like that one.
I think it's still sitting in Goodwill.
That's the one thing you do use.
Well, I never use an apron, but
I have a barbecue apron I never used. We bought them for
I see it all the time on
Cooktain.
TikTok videos. You have a hat, gloves, apron.
well, we must be TikToking wrong or
That's right.
barbecuing wrong or something. Anyways,
Right.
we'll have a barbecue don't bother list probably next week.
The barbecue don't.
Yeah.
Did you guys get any barbecue gifts from me this year?
For you?
Not for anybody.
Oh, I haven't.
So far?
I have not bought anything
Not yet.
Like
The only thing I did is I got my dad some those I forget the fire resistant gloves. I forget it's the brand that you told
the
me
thermal
about.
gloves.
Yeah, the thermal gloves.
gloves. Yeah.
And I got that because when we were doing Thanksgiving, my dad was smoking the turkey, and he was trying to get the fire there, and he was having trouble. And then when I was frying my turkey, he just grabbed the lid that was like had the fry in it. He's like, "Oh, that's hot!" And I'm like, "Okay, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas."
Right.
So got him
Those
some
thermal
old
gloves are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some on Amazon. We're used to the Beast Armor.
And I can't find those.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still around, but
Yeah.
there are other companies out there that put out these heat resistant gloves. But you want to look for something that's like very high heat resistance. And if you go on Amazon or some of these other shops, they'll tell you what the heat resistant rating is. And 1400 degrees, that's where I've seen kind of the max. I'm sure there's probably a lot of industrial shit out there that we have never even heard of that they use maybe in plants or they use in the oil field or whatever that they use to handle like hot shit that you could use for the same application or whatever. But
Yeah, but on the ones that are bigger like that, like you lose mobility on your fingers.
No, they look the same.
No, they
They're
look
basically
the
the
same,
same. They just, I don't know how they make it different, if it's thicker or what, but they look the same.
yeah, there's a coating that goes on the outside, and then there's some type of like barrier on the inside, and there's another layer.
I think the coating on the outside is important.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah,
I've got a pair that I bought because they had high heat rating and they just kind of look cool. Like they had spider webs all over them. So I'm like, done.
yeah. Did it work out?
Yeah, they work pretty good.
Yeah.
I use them all the time.
Yeah. Anyways, well, Matt mentioned it, but that is actually on our list. We have a list of 10 things that we put together for y'all, and that's on the list. So they're not necessarily in any certain order, but we'll put the list up on our website, but we'll try to put links so you guys can find this crap, and also like send it to your wife, tell them to listen to the episode, so they can figure out what the hell to buy you, right?
Great idea.
Or just send them to our website. This is what I want for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm for the direct approach. Just like you say, if you send a link out to them, they can just copy and paste that, and they can just send a text message. Go, that's what I want.
Buy this.
Yes,
Just this one.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah,
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
And you can utilize on the gloves itself. You can utilize it yourself. I mean, put it inside the house.
What'd you say?
Utilize.
You eulogize?
Sometimes I have a speech impediment, but people like to.
You know what it
Call
is?
you out on it?
Wow, Jan.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey,
Wow.
you know
I'll
what it
just
is?
kill the vibe, and now we're just going to go back into.
Back
Yeah.
into where?
Okay. He's drinking.
Where did he go?
All right.
I'm sorry, James. I totally killed your vibe.
Why did you do that to your twin
I don't
brother?
know.
So
It was
hurtful.
so dumb.
Just mean.
I was just dumb, stupid brother.
So
I'm
I feel like
sorry.
we're all on the same page. Or do you guys want to guess anything else that's on the list? This wasn't really supposed to
Yeah,
be a
no.
guessing list, but
Yeah, let's guess.
Okay,
it'll be fun. things you want.
things you want.
Things you gotta
lever?
have.
Like
A
we have
thermo-
grills and stuff on
a
there?
thermo-
probe.
A thermometer.
okay. Probe is on the list.
Yeah.
Probes on the list.
We named a few different companies. Obviously, I think ThermoWorks would be our
ThermalWorks is the number one.
yeah. And then you can go if you want to spend less, you can go ThermoPro or Inkbird or whatever, and they work good too. But ThermoWorks is going to be your
That's a go-to.
I'll go ahead.
Fastest,
I'll
most
go ahead and put
accurate.
it out there. There's a lot of, I guess, whether it's the there's two different ones that I guess we kind of talk about. That you have the one like the instant read digital thermometer that you sit there and put in the meat, or you have the wireless thermometers that you can sit there and utilize. But I would say steer clear. I hate saying this, but steer clear. I don't like the ones that go strictly off your phone. I don't like the Bluetooth connected devices. ThermoWorks has a nice one that is. I'm not even going to try to pretend it's RFDI, RFID type technology or whatever, but I know it goes through multiple walls, and it's about 100-yard range. Works perfect. It's like $100.
I don't mind if it
Yeah,
has the
that's the one I
Bluetooth capability to your phone, but I also want it to have a separate, somewhere you can keep an eye on it and watch it, because it doesn't always work with your phone. You're right.
Your phone dies, or you lose connection, or Wi-Fi. You're relying on Wi-Fi connection and Bluetooth connecting. It just, for me, I don't want to deal with that. I love having the one that's like has your little
little like
remote thing connected to it. And my personal experience, whether we were at cook-offs or at home, I can have that thing in my garage, and I can have that thing cooking in the backyard. Picks up perfectly.
Yeah.
And I still reprobe it.
Like,
I don't just trust the wireless one.
Yeah. Anything else you guys were guessing? Is that
Are we talking about like things like pits too, or is it just cooking
anything
accessories?
for Christmas? What would you buy a barbecue person for Christmas? Come on.
An Austin Smokeworks pit.
The rib racks and the chicken racks and the popper racks.
None of those are on my list, but
Okay.
those are all cool
Tinfoil.
gadgets.
What?
I would love it if somebody gave me a Sam's Club like
I just bought one of
industrial
those
heavy duty
Giant
tinfoil
industrial
roll.
tins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about? Dang it! It's on tip of my tongue here.
I've seen the list, so I'm kind of like,
Like the grates, the cast iron grates, and clay court, whatever it's called.
Like grill grates?
Yeah, grill grates.
I don't remember if I put those on the list.
I don't think it's on the list.
No,
Okay.
but those are a great. Those are actually should be on the list probably, because I think those are pretty awesome.
They are cool.
Seasonings?
Seasonings definitely on the list. Like those, everybody. I mean, there's so many different seasonings out there that I would love to try. Even though we get them sent to us all the time, there's still more that I'm like, I really want to try this. So
Yeah, one thing on the list: cooking classes, barbecue
Oh,
classes.
yeah.
That could be something. There's quite a few out there that if you want to get it for your significant. Good Lord, how many beers? I had like 3 beers, and I'm like stuttering
Weren't you
over
guys
here.
chugging beer or shotgunning beers on the
Alex was.
TikTok? Okay.
I'm
And
fine.
you like the most.
Yeah, but you got cooking classes that you can get anybody out there that's into barbecue, and I mean, they have classes for like backyard.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of options.
They have classes for people that want to get into competition barbecue. You want to learn how to cook a brisket, chicken,
That's
all
right.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Call out one of your boys at grabbing the brisket, right? Hey, we got coupons coming out this December. Just reach out. John put it out there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Our cooking classes.
We
That's what we're
actually
gonna-
have had a lot of past guests that offer classes and
Yep.
stuff like that. So,
No,
and I'll put some links on there for Lucky
Yep.
Charms and
Lucky Charm.
Arnitex and
Craig Sherry from Texas
yep.
Pepper Jellies.
Hey Girl Hey has her own thing where you can like get in touch with her anytime. That's not competition side, but still a lot of cooking knowledge.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know if it's
no,
on.
without a doubt.
I don't know if it's on the list, but I would say stuff from Texas Pepper Jelly, the jellies and
That would definitely fall under the rubs and stuff, and I think I
Yeah.
did have that on the list.
What about a fire extinguisher?
It's not on the list. It's
I
probably.
mean,
not a
shit
bad
does
idea.
happen sometimes.
Yeah, one thing, the fire torch, the weed burner
Oh,
yeah.
slash
Those are
fire
nice.
torch would be an awesome
That's a great one.
gift. Yeah.
How about a Dalstrong knife?
That's on the list.
Didn't we say that already?
Maybe we did. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't acknowledge it if we did say it.
Yeah, definitely
Did we already say
cutlery is number one, not number one on the list, but it's high up there on the list as far as slicing goes. You have the slicer knife, you have the bone-in knife or the fillet knife.
Maybe a good chef's knife.
Chef's knife.
Yeah, you get those three and you're pretty much set.
Shears.
And then you can start getting the swords and shit.
Oh yeah, shears would be good.
Yeah, shears is good. You're right.
I need to get some shears. I don't have
Yeah.
any shears.
Yeah.
I just get my kids' little one of those Crayola scissors out of his
The safety scissors.
Yeah,
Right.
That's all I got. I don't know if they're trying to
just
spatchcock my chicken.
chew up everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned Austin Smokeworks, and they actually do have their backyard model. I don't know if you guys already saw this or not.
They do have it?
I did see that.
They
No.
put their first one out, and they've got more coming. So that is actually a viable option to get your order in, because you won't get it by Christmas, but you can get your order in before Christmas.
I'm surprised because I thought that we would have had a.
You just wrap a
We would have
picture
had
of
one
it.
of their first the rounds of that thing come
Right?
out to us. Yeah.
Reach out to them.
So that's going to be on your high
reel
end,
for the
probably,
commercials and
right?
everything? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your high end. I
Was,
mean,
was there a cost on that? Did you see it or no?
I
There
want to
was.
say
I
I
don't
saw it was like
remember what it was.
$1,400.
It's more than that.
That seems
Uh,
pretty cheap.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's. I can't remember. I want to say it's $2,000 plus, but I don't remember.
Okay.
It could have been more than that. I don't remember. But yeah, that's going to be your high end. Then you can go sort of like the intermediate, which is like the Oklahoma Joe type.
Oklahoma Joe.
And those are perfect for backyard grilling and all that kind of stuff.
They're legit.
I agree. Like, I would love to have one of those. But if you're just getting into it, what would you recommend?
Like
Like-
for smoker?
Girl wise or smoker wise?
Either.
Weber, 100%.
Yeah.
Weber.
Get
like
a
grilling.
Weber.
Yes.
Like,
That's what I
if
would
you
say.
don't have one, get
If you
one.
got nothing, that's what you start with.
Get one. Because once you have the Weber, you can
And we're talking
branch
kettle
off.
here.
Yeah, the Weber kettle. You can do a whole lot with that Weber kettle, and you can experiment with smoking and doing stuff like that. But it's kind of like an entry level where you can go, it's like $100, or if you want to get into a little more.
3.
Well,
Well, it depends on what you get.
You
but
get
yeah.
the deluxe.
you get the
ones,
basic.
yeah.
It's like $100. It just has that little catch pan at the bottom
Yeah.
and doesn't have the temperature gauge. You bump it up to 150 or so, then you get the little charcoal catch
Right.
basket, and then you get the temperature gauge on it, and you get the little cart, which is like about $300.
The only complaint that I have with the Webers is like, John has the ranch kettle, the giant one.
I love it.
Yeah.
It has no temp gauge on it.
That's true. It does
Yeah,
not.
that is true.
Yeah.
Why does
I
it
would
not have a
imagine
temp
like
gauge?
I'm just trying to imagine like the temp gauge in there. I don't know. It's like you had like a 20 temperature swing from one end of that thing to the
Yeah.
other. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
so
It would
huge,
need
you
like
know?
4 of them on it.
Yeah, you would like
I just
need
use
a.
Well, I mean, John's huge smoker, 500 on one side, 250 on the other. It's got a temp gauge.
It's got 4 of them.
Yeah. You just put more than one. Put 3 of them on there. On the
Yeah. I just use a
ranch.
little ThermalWorks dot, whatever thingy, and just do an ambient temperature with that. But
Anything we missed?
yeah, there's a few things. One thing I thought was meat. Like, get yourself a Black Hawk Farms gift card or something like that, so you can get some high quality shit that you can't get locally. What else? Cambro. Anything from Cambro.
Oh, yeah.
But
Damn it.
especially a Go Box or one of those kind of things. It's just like, I feel like that's like the next step. It's maybe not when you're first starting, but once you've been doing it for a while.
even if you're like a backyard thing, you
Oh,
know,
for sure.
if you're making a bunch of food for everybody and something gets done before the others, you just throw it in there and you have to worry about it getting too cold.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
whatever.
you're losing what, five degrees per hour or something like that with the Cambro.
Yeah,
They're pretty awesome.
I mean, I know it has a little bit of a price tag, but hey, I mean, it's goals for all of us to shoot to. We don't all have Cambros sitting at our house, so but it is something nice that you can sit there and stick like all your Thanksgiving food into the little pans and into the Cambro and waiting on that turkey, because obviously uncle and brother out there just cooking the turkey, and hey, no, it'll be done in about 2 hours, 3 hours. I mean,
Go-to line, right? Another 30 minutes.
another 30 minutes.
It's going to be done when it's
Right.
done.
Another 3 beers. I mean, I'm just gauging it, but I'm not really sure. So you just, throw everything into the Cambro. It's nice and warm. Once you pop that seal, steam just starts rolling out of it, and you're just like, oh, okay. There's no like throwing everything back in the oven or everything back into the
Right.
microwave and just sitting there trying to reheat everything back up again.
It's
So
hot.
Drying
Yeah.
everything out.
It's definitely a nice little thing to have.
Yeah, especially if you get a big fat hunk of meat in the bottom of that thing and then put everything else above it in that. It's going to stay hot because all that heat rises.
Yep.
It's just
Yep.
going to be warm.
Yep.
Last couple things I put on there was the Rodney Scott's new book that just came out this year or in the last few months or whatever.
nice.
I don't have that yet. I
sweet.
would like to get that, so that's why I put it on there. Hopefully
Oh,
my wife
that's-
listens.
So it's a wish list.
Yeah,
We
you
get
guys
it.
would.
We
Any
get
of you or any of the listeners that want to buy me that, I would like to have that. And then the last one was the Grab and Brisket swag. So It's pretty badass shit, so they should check that out, probably.
Where can they check that out at, John?
Where can they check it out?
GrabAndTheBrisket.com. Yeah. There's a lot of shirts out there that are pretty... I'm not saying I designed them myself, but I did
You did.
design them myself.
Just say it. You literally did.
The masters of the brisket shirt, dude, I know you have a loved one in your life that loves to cook brisket. It would be perfect for them. How much for one rib? If anybody knows where that slogan came from, do you guys know?
Saturday Night Live skit?
Nope.
No, it was a movie.
It was from a cook-off.
It was a movie.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're stumping everybody here at the table.
Hold on. I know this.
I know people maybe listening or people that have seen the shirt know where it came from.
Friday? Next Friday?
Nope.
Something
Eddie
like
Murphy?
that? Yeah, I don't
Chris
know.
Rock? I'm trying to remember who that was. It was in that.
Chris Rock was in it, yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the name
Chris
of the film.
Rock is
I
who
definitely
says
will not
it.
remember
Chris Rock is the one that says it.
I definitely won't know the name
Is
of the
that- I'm
movie.
gonna-
for sure.
The name of the movie is I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a
That's
scene in the
that's
movie.
the Wayne brothers.
Wayne's
right?
brothers. Yeah.
Oh,
Scene
man,
in the
they're so
movie
funny.
where he goes into this barbecue joint and he's like, he just wants to purchase one rib. He's like, how much for one rib? And he's like, I'll take one rib. And the guy's like ringing him up like it's like a basket of ribs.
He's like, one order of ribs.
one order of ribs.
Yeah.
He's like, no. I want one rib. He's like, no, we don't. Basically going to we don't sell one rib. He's like, well, how much for one rib? Dude, Chris Rock's looking like cracked out. Like he's looking like he's like
Oh, yeah.
Ezel from Friday, just like rolling in there trying to give himself a little something to eat. And then the guy was like, well, I mean, I guess he's like, I guess like what was like $1.50 or something like that.
$1.25.
$1.25, and then so he pulls into his pocket.
Well, that whole line, like, good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Good
Right?
Lord, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. And so he's like over exaggerating the whole thing. It's hilarious. So then he asks for like something to drink, right? And the guy's like, he goes, no, how about you pour my hand for a dime, you know? And then finally, you know, the guy goes, okay, your order's $2 and whatever cents, and he's looking at him, he pulls out his big wad of cash, rolls off a $100 bill. Says, "You got change for 100?" That's when the dude pulls him behind the counter, and we're ready to kick the shit out of him. It's a very funny skit, funny movie. Damn, watch that movie.
Right? Yeah, definitely. So hey, that's where the inspiration for how much for one rib.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a bunch of cool T-shirt logo thingies. So check those out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Do you know what else you should check out is when we do the grabbing the brisket.
All right, and I think James brought this one. Why don't you tell us what you brought?
I did. So this is kind of a spur of the moment beer. I literally just saw it. It's Spencer's Winter Warmer Amber Longer, brewed with honey and spice. Made in the USA.
Longest beer you can get.
Did you say amber longer?
That's what I said.
Okay, just making sure. I do like the can. This can looks very cool. I feel like you should be wearing the red and black plaid flannel
Yeah.
when you
Very
drink this.
wintry. It's like, I'm going to go chop some firewood.
Jan, what do you think of this
Probably a
can?
roaring
I didn't
fire
see
somewhere.
it yet. Yeah,
Here, I'll hold mine up for you.
It's
a
a wrap.
lovely.
It's a wrap on
It
there, though,
looks-
Jan.
looks like a flannel.
Tell us about it.
Just flannel.
Oh, okay.
All right, we got
Jan doesn't wanna talk about it.
5.3% alcohol by volume. It comes in a 1 pint thing. This is the brewed and canned by Dispenser Brewery LLC,
Is that Massachusetts
MA.
or is that Maine? What's MA?
I was wondering when we got here, everybody's like guessing. What
Can
is
we
it?
guess?
Montana? I don't know.
It's not Maine.
Maryland?
It's either
What?
Montana, not
No, MD would
Montana.
be Maryland.
We've all been out of high school for too long.
I'm gonna say it's shit. What do they say?
Malaysia.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
It looks warm. It looks inviting.
It does. It says just reading on the back, it says Monk Beekeepers Brian. No, it says BR. Is that Brian Adams? It says BR Adams. Tends to the St. Joseph Abbey bees as a work Work among the wildflowers of the Abbey's rolling meadows and fields. The honey they labor to produce has helped give this amber lager an old-time New England feel.
Hey, bet you can't say that 5 times fast. I mean, because that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Like, what are they saying? I don't even like. Is this beer good or not?
Try it
Amber.
Oh, that is pretty tasty.
and let us know who's going first.
It is Massachusetts, by the way. I know you guys are all wondering. Hang on the edge of your seats, screaming at the radios in your car. It's Massachusetts, you dumbass.
Shit. No shit.
Masshole.
I've never had beer that had honey and spice in it, as far as
Yeah.
I can
I
remember.
bet you
Of all the
have.
things we've had, just a
We've
honey.
had-
We've had honey beers.
The revolver one he brings, I'm pretty sure it's like a honey
Blood and
spice
honey.
thing.
It didn't taste like this though.
Does it taste
think it
better
is?
or worse?
It's definitely, you can
just
taste the honey and spice to it, for sure.
I feel like we've had a beer that tastes like this before. Mm-hmm. I can't put my finger on it, but like,
Is it the blood and honey one we were just talking about? Okay, a different one.
no, it's
Different
it's,
one,
it's
okay.
something else. But like, I enjoy this.
Yeah, this is almost, they say it's Americana Trappist.
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, the Trappist
is
ale is
good.
coming from the monks in Europe, and but it is interesting. I mean, they'd say it's from monk beekeepers in America, so
Yeah.
I guess they're a version of a Trappist ale.
Every sip I take, like my score goes up.
Oh,
Should we come back to you then?
stop them while he's
Catch you at the top?
Hold on.
Just one more sip.
Hold that thought. Hold on.
That's a good sign though, because a lot of times you have a beer at first and it tastes really good at the beginning, then by the time you get done, you're like, oh, I don't want to have any more of this.
That's not true with this one. I want all these. Mm-hmm. These are good. I'm gonna go 8-9.
Ooh, dang!
You really
I
like it.
really enjoy this. And if we circle back around, I might would go higher. This is a really good beer.
We-
Go
I
higher.
might would.
Hey,
I like
Boy, I
the way
tell
you
you
talk.
what.
We literally we literally just said, why don't you wait? Let it go around and get your real score. I mean, I don't even know what just happened.
I think we ask him one more time at the end.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
I like that. I like
okay,
that.
well,
That's fair.
We'll
We'll
ask
let
one
him.
more time at the end.
There it is.
Matt, you want to go next? You want me to jump in there?
I'll go right now. I think I'm giving this an 8.4. I think it's a very tasty beer. You know what? It's very drinkable. You know what I mean? It's like, you
But it
just-
still has flavor.
yeah,
It's
like
not drinkable like Coors Light. It's
No, it's,
actually.
yeah, it's like it's not like when I saw this, I was thinking like some kind of heavy kind of beer, you know, like maybe kind of syrupy. Nothing like that at all. Just light,
It's a
tasty,
good amber.
real good, right?
That's your cue, Jan.
The silence is cue for Jan to say something.
Palpable. It's a good word.
Nice. Sultry.
It's palpable.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's also not a word. So.
Palatable.
it is.
We got to roast you now. You
You got to look it up. Hold on. So
Palatable is a word.
Palatable is, yes.
It is, yes.
Palpable is also a word.
that's the word I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. F yourself. All right, so I do have a score. I didn't want to give it yet. I wanted James to go, then I wanted
Okay.
to go. But it's fine. Now that we're here,
You ready?
I can take another drink. 1 second.
Gosh damn. That Jan,
8.1.
that Jan-
My score's an 8.1. I want to get mine in before Jan. Mine's an 8.1. I think it's really good. I like the flavor. It's just very drinkable. 8.1.
Nice. Okay. Jan, what are you giving it?
I also, too, am giving this a 8.7.
Okay.
The
8.7.
suspense.
8.7.
These are all
Nice.
pretty high scores.
Yeah.
This is.
It is. It's going to be another high score.
Okay, good.
I'm sure
'Cause
you
sometimes
guys-
we all give it a high score, and
Yeah.
James, like,
James ruins
I
it.
I'm sure
don't
you guys
like
know
this
where I'm
beer.
going with this.
Well, it's between
I'm-
two numbers.
Going with 9.0.
Wow.
I enjoy this beer.
rating.
Wow.
I see this beer and I will buy it again.
All right.
100%.
It's a good winter beer.
It's
I would not want to drink this in the summer, but in the winter, this is a good beer.
This is hands down better than me personally. My hands down
personally.
It's better than you.
Oh, wow.
What are
my
you talking
personal
about?
taste.
Hey, whoa.
Oh.
Can we go back?
I think you're great.
Let me rephrase that.
We love you, man.
These views and tastes are mine alone and not subject to any corporation whatsoever. But I'm gonna say I love this better than the Carbach. You'll shoot your eye out.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
I love this better than the what's the other Christmas ales that are out there?
Samuel Adams Winter Lager.
Winter-
It's not
All,
good.
this is the all in the name. I can't remember it.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about though.
But I actually
all
do
y'all-
like this better than
Those
this.
are all like real thick, like syrupy kind.
Correct.
This isn't like that at all.
This is very
Yeah.
light, but it still has a nice full body flavor, and there's a little spice to it.
I want to know what other beers these people make.
I know exactly. That's what I was looking at. Like, we need to look at Spencer Brewer.
Yeah.
Alex, has your score changed at all, or are we stuck where we are?
I think I'm gonna stay with it.
Okay.
What was your score?
8-9.
Yep. I think this is going to fall just outside of our top 10, but this is a great beer.
I don't.
And this
should change it.
concludes grabbing the brisket.
Beer
So I saw earlier today they apparently 3D printing steaks now. Have you seen this?
Wait, steaks as in meat?
The technology has evolved enough to where they're 3D printing steaks.
Like something that looks like a steak. It's
Looks
obviously
like a
not
steak,
edible.
tastes like a steak. There's restaurants in UK that are selling this as a alternative steak.
Not
What is it
steak.
made out of?
Substitute.
Is this like a soy kind of thing?
I'm not really sure.
Weird.
So they're loading up Spam in a gun and squirting it to make it look like a steak.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the
So
science behind it, but
The worst
I wanted
part.
to, I wanted to bring it up to you guys, see what your thoughts are on that, because in this restaurant they actually do serve steak as well and a bunch of other meats, but they offer this as well.
Sounds like something out of the Jetsons to me.
It sounds like chicken nuggets for steaks.
Yeah, I just saw something on this, but I don't think it's the same place. Like a different company is trying to develop its vegetable meat or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Plant-based meat, I guess. But people are saying they're able to do it in a way that the texture is like steak or something. Which
I don't like it. I don't like anything about it.
I blame McDonald's. It's going to be a mixed steak.
They made a mixed steak.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Sounds like a mistake.
Well, I mean, it's not flying in Texas. I understand it.
That's true.
A lot of this stuff is happening in a lot of countries that are outside the United States, and I know there are a lot of companies or in a lot of places here in the States that are offering alternative meat substances, the Beyond Meats and all that good stuff. But I'm just like, I love and I don't remember where I heard it. It was like they're going so far to make meat or not meat taste like meat. Like,
Right.
just eat meat.
Right. I
What?
think. Okay,
what are
devil's advocate here, because obviously I eat meat. Because I see this on our posts and other people's posts on social media all the time. They're not against the taste of meat. Like, they might like the taste of meat. They don't want to do that to animals. What
Right.
would you say to that?
well, it's not just that to animals. It's more of like some people are more about what's sustainable. Like, to have a cow for these big, huge farms, and there's raising all this livestock for whatever, or you can grow plants, right? I mean, like, it does an environmental change for having like all these cows or all this. I don't know. Have you seen that?
Well, they're talking about the gas that cows emit.
Yeah.
Right.
And
We,
then
we
you have,
raise
like,
so many.
The cow farts are just like
Yes.
Well, it's not-
tearing up the
Yeah.
ozone.
It was more like PETA, right? Where they're so against these farms because
Right.
they think these animals get treated like
Right.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that not most, but what I've read online is a lot of vegetarians are not saying like, well, we don't dislike the taste of meat. We just
Oh, okay.
choose not to eat it for this reason or that reason or whatever.
If it floats your boat, eat a 3D printed steak.
Right.
Go for it.
Yeah.
But how far is this going to go? Are they going to be
As
able
long as you're
to-
not forcing it down my throat, I don't really care. Like, eat your 3D printed steak. It's fine.
Are they going to 3D print a competition brisket that's already cooked? And you just grab it off your printer
Can they put it in
and
any
go
shape?
turn it in.
Right. What Matt's going to be over there, and he's going to roll into a restaurant. He's like, "I'll take this USDA certified prime steak, cook it medium rare. Actually, just wipe its butt, knock its horns off, and put it in the plate for me."
Bring it out still mooing.
Yeah, and then Matt's going to eat it, and then he'll come back and go, "You just got punked. This is fake. This is 3D printed steak. Here you go."
There it
and then
is.
it's like,
No,
I have to go all postal, everybody.
what's going to happen is like in the future they're like, "Oh, you want the real meat?
Right. You
Oh,
have to
that's going to
request
be
that.
$4,000, or we can get you one for $20. That's the fake meat. It's going to taste exactly the same.
It's a great.
I mean, which one do you want? Because we've only got like 4 cows left in the
Right.
world.
I want that.
Right, it's a great value meat.
I want that real.
You got the great value, the Hill Valley meat versus the actual name brand.
I mean, if they could trick me and I tasted it and it was good,
Well,
good on them. I have a feeling, though, I'm going to notice that it's not a steak.
I don't know. That's kind of
That's
like
just my gut feeling.
that's kind of like when you threw the Spam on the smoker
Yeah.
and seasoned it and sauced it, and
It was good.
that shit tastes like ribs.
I mean, it was good, but
It was good. No, it was real
I don't-
good.
Oh. I think everybody else knew it was Spam when they tried it. You hadn't had Spam
I mean-
for a long time.
Well, I hadn't, but when I tasted it, like it tastes straight like ribs.
It was good. I didn't think it was ribs, but I thought it was freaking delicious.
I knew what it was when I ate it. That's the reason I took like a little small bite. But
Maybe
after
we
I ate
need
it,
to-
I was
we
like,
just need to do a video of that.
"This
We
is
need to
good."
cook up some meat like that and then blind taste test it and see what we think. You know what I mean? Just all of us trying it and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Let's do it. I'm not hating on people that want to be vegetarians or vegans and all that stuff like that. Hey,
Do your thing. I don't give
do
a
your
shit.
thing. More power.
Just
Yeah,
feel pity
love it.
for you, that's all. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't try to force us to do that shit.
It's going to get down where you have to like have cows underground to like keep them away. Like, what I'm saying is like it's gonna be illegal to like kill cows,
Own cows, whatever.
to kill cows for meat.
Right. Yeah.
That's
So it's gonna be like an underground thing. Like, hey man, you want some of this brisket?
Right.
How many ounces you want?
when that happens, how much is it going to be per pound for brisket at that point?
you don't want to know.
If you have to ask, you
Can't afford it.
How much for one slice?
How much for one rib?
That's awesome. I think we have some email, some messages, some barbecue wins and fails that we can get into. Do you want to get into some of that stuff, or
You got mail.
you just got a letter? You just got a letter.
Have you memorized our phone number yet, John?
I saved it in my phone.
Did you?
That's
Because
not memorization.
We're still reading off our barbecue wins and fails, but you can call the Grab the Brisket hotline.
Yep. And the number is 434-829-2299. And you can just leave a voicemail.
Yeah.
Just leave the message, and we will, we'll share it.
We'll play it.
We'll play it.
Yeah.
We could play it.
We'll do it live.
Exactly.
I'm not doing it live. That's not happening.
We actually do have a voicemail from someone that I could play very soon here, whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
But we have a win, right?
So this one is in from Dominic, a very short one. He said, "My best barbecue win is when I smoked 6 pork shoulder to make 80 pulled pork sandwiches for Napa High School football team. It was my first catering event and my first event for this many people. I was 13 at the time, and I'm turning 14 now on November 17th. So, happy birthday. You're 14 now.
Yeah.
And
That's
cooking
awesome.
for that many people is pretty badass.
Dude,
That's
That's
scary
nice.
to cook from that
Yeah.
many people
Yeah.
at any age, but like that's awesome. Like congratulations to
13, 14. I
The only
mean,
thing I was
that-
firing
love
up
that.
at 14 was, never mind.
Yeah. Right.
You damn
right.
Californians.
So where
Your
where's he
PlayStation?
from? Where's Dominic from?
It must be California. You said Napa High School.
That's true.
in
Okay.
California.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job,
And
buddy.
he said he also sent another message. I don't know if Matt got this part. That he's cooking it on Weber Smoky Mountains. So
Okay.
he's doing it.
Wow.
He's doing it legit.
Nice.
Yeah,
That is
I
so
love
cool.
that. I don't know what his current situation is as far as like his what he's cooking on now, but let's get this guy a offset smoker.
Yeah. He did. He told me he already bought some of our T-shirts. So the
Really?
dude's listening. The dude loves it.
Dominic. And he's 14 years old. Mm-hmm. It's freaking, like, dude, big shout out. Thank you so much for saying or sending this in. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a
And make sure you-
that's a win. Right
Make
there.
sure you enter our competition, so you can get a lot of great accessories that you can
Oh
cook
yeah.
with.
When is that going to end?
Yeah, it'll end probably. What is that? Wednesday, right before Christmas. That's when we'll announce
So people
it.
listening right now,
They still have a
when this
chance.
come out, has a chance. Yeah.
And we can go over what that is in just a second here.
Cool, man. Yeah, thanks.
But Jan, do you want to tell him? Do you want to tell everybody what Dominic won?
You just got some seasonings. You just got some seasonings.
Wait,
You
hold
just
on.
got some seasonings.
That's not even the. We need the Sucklebuster theme.
from.
Sucklebusters.
Sucklebusters.
Chime in,
Everybody
guys.
wants some Sucklebusters.
I'm not sure. I thought we were changing it up this week.
Just because you changed it up this week.
Well, somebody did the whole song earlier. John did.
Did I?
Yeah, with the whole "you just got a message." Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know where I got that.
Okay,
Well, it's Blue's Clues, obviously.
we all know where it
Yeah,
came
yeah,
from, right?
But the giveaway you were talking about, if the folks that don't know, we do have a giveaway going on Instagram and on
Twitter, TikTok.
TikTok, correct. And there's a whole bunch of cool ass shit that we're giving away. And yeah, you still have a chance. If you're hearing this, you still have a chance to get in on it.
Yeah.
On either one or do both. So
Is this a one, like everybody wins, one person wins all of it, or is
Yes.
it okay?
Well,
Dude,
one person is
somebody
winning a bunch of
going to
shit.
get a lot of stuff.
I mean,
Can podcast members apply to the
exactly.
you can. You
Okay.
won't win, but you
If
can.
my wife wins, will anybody be suspicious?
You know, my mom messaged me, "Hey, I've been entering." I was like, "Mom, you're my mom." Like, people are going to be like,
If I quit the podcast right now, can I still win?
No.
Possibly.
Dude, I swear to God, John, if I see on Facebook that your mom has this, I'm like, what the?
"Yeah, fuck you guys, I quit. My mom's a winner."
I love it.
But yeah, so I guess I should tell you, we have the 6-pack from Cheaty's Brew and Barbecue,
That's right.
which includes a bunch of cool ass stuff, including his Southern mustard, which is like my favorite thing. A fillet knife from Dalstrong, the ThermoPro, what's it called? The Thermopin 1,
Yeah.
which is like, if you got that, you don't need anything else.
Well, you learn how to cook a brisket for
Right,
sure.
right. As far as like pros go, that's like that one's
No,
legit.
Well, go back to that fillet knife you said.
The Dalstrong, yes, the Gladiator Series
Okay.
fillet knife, which is the one that James has, and it's really awesome.
You love it, don't you, James?
Oh yeah,
You use it all the time.
all the time.
Nice. That damn knife is sharp as shit. Okay, that thing is.
You will cut yourself.
Listen,
You will cut yourself.
we actually
Everybody
tell,
cuts themselves on these knives.
we tell
Take
everybody
precaution.
Like, hey, be careful. And then next thing you know, they're like, oh, cut myself.
No more fingers. Yeah, you'll get your choice of any hoodie from our swag shop. You'll get the 4-pack of their main rubs from Sucklebusters. You can do that jingle again, or are we good there? Or
We're good.
okay,
Sucklebusters, Sucklebusters. Everybody gets Sucklebusters.
perfect. You get the entire lineup from Hey Grill Hey, which is 10 different items, 5 rubs, 5 sausage. Nope.
I hope
Sauces.
not.
5
There it
sauces. And you'll get a Cambro Go Box, and you'll get the Oklahoma Joe's, and it's their tabletop grill. I forget what the actual name of it is, but it's the same one that we've used. We've had in some of our videos.
Yeah.
It's a
I
badass
want to
little
win
grill.
this shit.
I know.
Shit, me too.
It's a bunch of cool ass shit. It really is.
That could have been like 5 different
Drawings?
giveaways.
Yeah, but this is
I
a
probably
cool.
should have done that like a first, second, third, but I didn't. I was like, somebody's going to win all this shit and
No,
be
just
super
let somebody
happy.
win
Yeah.
everything.
Somebody's gonna have a Merry Christmas for sure.
It's a lot of
If
stuff.
you had to value this, what would your value be?
Let's see.
$1 million.
Probably $500, $600.
$6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, $500 or $600 probably. Maybe more. I don't know. I'd have to do the math.
Maybe more. Man, this
Yeah.
is
Well,
great
the
giveaway.
Dalstrong knife.
I mean,
is
that
like
grabbing the brisket
100
hoodie
something
is
by
about
itself,
$1,000,
probably
so.
grill and
Yeah, that
It's
hoodie
signed.
alone.
ooh, we should do a signed one.
Yeah.
wants to
I'll
see
wear
what
it for a
signed?
week without washing it.
Nobody wants that.
Well, now you have weirdos coming in.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, you can get in on that on our TikTok and on our Instagram. It's super easy to do, so go do it.
And the more you share, the more entries you have. Or the more people you tag,
Correct.
the more entries you have.
We could talk about the world's largest sandwich chain making a comeback.
Subway?
Subway.
Making a comeback. How do you make a comeback? You already got like 4 billion restaurants.
Dude,
Yeah,
well,
how do you
they-
make a comeback if you're the biggest chain?
They're doing like a Jared reality show.
They took a dip. For
they?
sure, 100%. Jared set them
Oh,
back.
that's
They're doing
okay.
a Jared comeback.
They're not bringing Jared back. No way they're... No. I haven't gotten into the article. They buried him.
I'm not,
Yeah. We're
listen,
doing a comeback with him and Papa John.
I'm not sure if I like. Listen, I don't know. I don't. That's good TV, man. I don't think they should do that. I don't think that's going to help them. They bring Jared
I
back.
got in prison shape by eating Subway sandwiches.
No, we're not going there. But yeah, apparently, and I'm not getting deep into this article, but
He had a
apparently
foot long.
they're doing quite well now. And maybe it's just rebranding and they're moving on. And they have all the commercials now with all the football
Trevor
stars
Lawrence?
and
With
the
Trevor
celebrities. Steph Curry, where they doing like half-ass commercials and they think that they're the stars, but actually the sandwich is the star. And then all these celebrities are like, what the fuck? What?
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen these? Yeah.
Maybe I have. I don't remember.
Yeah.
They brought up, like, there's a bunch of celebrities, like, in the same commercial, like.
Yeah. I mean, they're cutting Steph Curry. Steph Curry's like, hey, guys, hey, it's Subway, but... And they just cut off him and just, like, go to whatever. And he's like, what?
All they need to do if they really want to turn this whole thing around, all they got to do is just bring back their old golf star that they used to do the commercials with.
What is that?
They bring him Happy Gilmore. If they just bring back Happy Gilmore, that would turn the whole thing around. Everybody go back to Subway.
Right.
That's awesome.
Well, Matt tweeted out, or he sent a video out, or not video, jeez, a picture of the Quiznos.
Oh yeah, I
He
found
ran
one.
into a Quiznos.
There's still some out there, not a lot, but there's
Not a lot.
some.
I thought they were all gone, and we were
No.
talking about it a couple episodes ago, and I was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
there it is."
Yeah.
They were doing great until Subway was like, "Fuck you, we can get toasters too," and then it was like, "Oh shit."
That's
Now,
not the case. Did we get into why
Quiznos-
they Quiznos?
With the marketing or something.
Tank.
That rat thing they had.
No.
They didn't have enough. There wasn't enough room for their people to make any money.
Yeah, well, the whole deal was that Quiznos, their corporate offices, decide they're going to buy up all the suppliers that supply all the meats and the vegetables and all that stuff for their sandwiches, and then we're going to supply it to all the people that open up their franchises.
Yeah, I remember this on a podcast.
Okay, so we got into it. And so they jacked the prices up, and all of a sudden, these people can't make any money.
Right.
So they go months and months, like barely scratching a profit, and then Quiznos corporate is like
Right.
reeling back the racks of dough, just like no big deal. And a lot of people lost their business.
Yeah.
A lot of people lost their livelihoods.
I mean, that may be part of it. But do you remember their commercials?
Yeah, I love those commercials.
With the weird looking rat things?
That's
Yeah, I
Chuck E.
loved it.
Cheese.
I love those commercials.
No, it was Quiznos, like rats with like weird looking teeth, and like, who the fuck wants to buy a sandwich?
I did.
I have no
From
idea
there.
what you're talking
I
about.
don't- either.
This is like a deep cut. It's like
Yeah.
98% of our audience is like losing touch right now. But I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Y'all don't remember that?
I do not.
I do. But anyway, how did Subway turn it around?
We went way off.
Yeah.
I didn't go into the article, and I'll put a link out there for people to look into it. But obviously, they rebranded, and they've started a new campaign with a bunch of stuff. Obviously, that Jared thing set them back for a while. And so he's been done and gone, and it took him a while to get back up and going again. But I just recently started to go back to Subway. I haven't really ate Subway in quite some time because I was like, you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm burned out of it. I used to eat it a bunch, like back in the day. I was like, I'm done with that. I don't want to. I mean, it's the same old shit over and over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still kind of the same old shit over and over again, but they kind of tweak their menu a little bit to where,
And they got guacamole, man.
yeah, they're offering guac.
Yeah. No, dude.
This episode brought to you by Subway.
I always thought their bread sucked, so I
But it
never
smelled
got
good.
Subway.
Well, it depends
does.
on
I like
which
their
one you
bread.
get.
It just tastes like cardboard to me.
I love
It's
Subway.
alright.
Give me that Jimmy John's.
It's very okay.
Ooh, Jimmy
Jimmy
John's.
John's
Like,
the
that's
best.
cardboard.
That is
That's
the
not
best.
real. There's no way that's real.
Fresh made French bread.
No, it's disgusting. Jimmy John's is the worst in the world.
Jimmy John's?
No,
Yeah.
Jimmy John's
John's
is
is
good.
good.
Jimmy
They're
John's is
good.
pretty good.
No, they're good.
No.
Hey, next,
Firehouse is good.
Okay.
I was say next episode we get into the sandwich wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a
And
good
Grab
idea.
the
we'll
brisket
decide
sub-review.
who's the
Jason's
best or
Deli.
not the best. Yeah, you got JD over there, and then you got all these other guys. We'll decide who's the best.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best is the best sandwiches you make at the house yourself.
Cold
Yeah,
cuts.
obviously.
Those
Yeah.
are the best.
Cold
It's them,
cuts.
them drunk brisket, whatever the hell
Nope.
thing easy.
All of
Work
it.
on the flat
The,
All
top.
of it.
the sandwich you make the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So, people listening
That's the
along,
best.
if you get tired and bored of your daily routine, if you want to bounce over to grabandthebrisket.com and check out what we got on, there's a lot of links that'll take you all throughout the interwebs, YouTube,
Yeah.
TikTok,
Check out that Christmas list.
Instagram. There's a Christmas list on there. Yeah, I'm trying to
James
figure
is
out.
going. I don't know where.
No, I lost my. I was
Are,
like,
we wrapping up here? Is that what's happening?
yes, I was. Yeah. What's
Before
that?
we
Yeah.
wrap up, quick shout out to my buddy David. He just lost his ID, so now he's just Dave.
What does that mean?
Think about it.
It's just Dave.
So it's not ID.
It's just
so
Dave.
It's not Israel
just-
David.
Dun-dun,
So it's just David.
John's
Dab.
been saving that
Yeah,
all
it's just
episode.
No,
There it is.
But now he's just Dav, right?
Right.
No, don't make it weird, Jan. God
Just
damn it.
Dave.
You know what? I'll cut that out. It's fine.
Right. All right. Hey, appreciate you guys listening. Hey, tune in to the next episode, guys. We love you guys.
Hey, peace.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. All right, we would like to give a special thanks to Fogo Premium Hardwood Lump Charcoal, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, Yeti Cooler, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Texas Brew Hopper. We appreciate their support. Y'all guys go check them out.